Well, YouTube, Tiffles right here, going over the first person of interest of a dream I had, naming off the name Bentley. And of course, I said in the previous video that who knows what this Bentley would have brought forth. There's even a country singer, Bentley. I was thinking I'm going to get the stupid vehicle Bentley on this, but like I said, names have came up, and it is worth the look. And of course, this was published in 2019, but the tragedy happened in 2010. And like I said in the previous video, I think this woman had a lot on her mind. Who knows where she was going with her life. But a little trip from her family here, 2 sons, husband, met to her demise. And it was reason to believe that the friend she was supposedly going with had something to do, which I would not put it past. She did. But she was acquitted, of course, probably due to lack of evidence, but I do have a picture of her. And probably go over that in another video. If there's anything more I can do, I'm probably going to do a mapping on this and whatnot. But, I think it shows it in here. Or was it the other article I had up? Of course, the article's going to stick here. What the hell's going on here, you stupid jerk? Ooh, look at that. Sale and extra and outdoor cooking. Ooh, roasted chicken. Ooh, rotisserie. Oh, I forgot we're going to put more. So, let me see here. So Mrs. Bentley here worked at a McHenry law office of Bentley's husband. The friend was named Wyatt, and she said they were off to, what the hell? Okay, Cape Cobular and cocktails, what the hell? Cut it out, you stupid freaking jerk. Of course, this is the woman herself. So they worked together at the law office of Bentley's husband. I don't know why it's called McHenry, unless he was just a, lawyer of his own in this office firm. But they never went to Wisconsin. They drove to Mount Vernon. Which, yeah, I'm gonna do a mapping on that. Why does this keep doing this, you jerk? Mount Vernon, where they met Wyatt's boyfriend and others. Spend the weekend dining and drinking at a nearby lake. Then Wyatt went off to tell the Tribune she dropped Bentley off at a Centrila Amtrak station on May 23rd. Though she was unsure where Bentley was going or how she would get there. Never boarded the train, and there's no activity of a cell phone, bank account, or credit cards. Now the question is, of course, does anybody remember seeing this Bentley there? Does anybody, see the other woman dropping her off? Them are the questions I want to hear in this report. But as you can see, they're not there. Wyatt was indicted, charges of obstruction of justice, 2012, for allegedly making false statements about taking Bentley to the train station. So, they might have went there. They might have, have you seen this woman type thing? Was it done accurately? But, of course, she, as you can see, there's no reports on that. So whether or not, the only thing I can come out with conclusion on this case, and I'm not trying to degrade the husband and sons, not trying to make their mother look bad, but I will say this, because it's the only thing I can think of. Because for a woman to go out on a trip with a friend, with a bunch of friends, just to drink, dining, so supposedly, in quote, and end up missing, there's something more there than just getting away and vacationing with friends. Now, I honestly believe that this woman, maybe, thoughts, theories, ideas is the only thing that is brought forth on this channel, just to let people know this is not the facts. I never say I'm giving you the facts. I'm telling you right now, I give thoughts, theories, ideas due to the fact that people say things in regards to my comments and stuff that I come up with. And they'll they'll sit and give me mouthy comments and blah, blah, blah. Thoughts, theories, ideas. The only thing I can see with this case is this woman was in the midlife type crisis thing. Probably didn't know where she wanted to go. She just raised 2 kids, as you can see. I'm sure they were up in their teens at this time. And who knows what was going on. As the husband says on, where the hell is it? And I quote, said she was funny, smart, and witty, and talk to anybody. That kind of says something about this woman. She would give the shirt off her back. She had common sense. But she was going through a tough time when she disappeared. Now, this is where my thought theory idea comes from, this comment. And where she's all about witty and, them type of people that like to just get a little more comfortable around people than they should. I think she was in that type of situation where she was lost in her marriage, didn't know where she wanted to go from this point on. Thought she'd get out and do a little vacationing, maybe to gather some thoughts, maybe talk right to the lady friends on what she should do with her life, maybe. Maybe it was starting to be the beginning of some type of midlife crisis. A lot of women and men do that. Don't deny it, because when they get to that point that they've done everything, or they've tried to do everything and nothing keeps getting slammed in your face but a brick friggin' wall, that's where the midlife crisis kicks in. And when you're at that same flat job, same flat, nothing's going, spicy in your say-so relationship or career, yeah, you get to that point where I think, do I really want to be here? For sure I can be honestly say, and I'm sure there will be some people in agreements, this woman was having one of them type of, debates in her head of what she wanted to do from that point on. And by the looks of it, if this other woman was, giving false statements, it only clearly shows that whoever she went with, maybe a tragic accident happened and they were trying to cover it up. Say so, or let alone she's with someone that she maybe wasn't supposed to be, and that person got very angry because she said, I'll go tell this person, and saying so, something in that, somewhere down the line, and gonna get that person in trouble because this one, say so, her life is just, who gives a shit right now? I don't care what happens, type thing or deal, And that person got very angry. Whoever burned her was very angry with her. Whether she was, being somewhere she wasn't supposed to and pissed somebody off. Whoever had the gall to burn this woman really was jealous, obsessed, all in one. And if I can't have you type ordeal I'm going with, nobody can. Or it's the other thought theory idea of she wanted someone, but that someone had already have something, but did not want to have nothing but just say so, an affair type thing. But sometimes when women get in that position, they want a little more. Nope. And when they get that word to them said no, and that person could rightfully be the type that don't take kindly to no. Those are thoughts, theories, ideas, folks. Thoughts, theories, ideas. And whoever this woman was probably, and who knows, it don't even say how many people were there. If these people were interviewed, just the girl. Now, whether or not this other woman maybe was a lesbian, like, what's her name? And she couldn't have her, a lesbian affair. Because it don't say nothing about, all the other people that were supposedly there. It don't say nothing in this. All it says is the neighbor. Her husband Scott speaks of her. There was some, they were saying there was some family gatherings that were going to come up. She was, couldn't wait for them, but for her to miss her sons, and mind you, I believe, who is it? I believe it's Scott, mind you. I want to say, I thought I read something that one of these, I believe that Scott could have been a stepfather. But don't quote me on that. I thought I read something. Interviewing family members, visited potential witnesses in Southern Illinois. I don't know, man. But I am going to look into that. So I will be doing a mapping of this. He was on the phone with that other woman. Aha, his stepson, yes. When Bentley didn't come back, Scott Bentley called Wyatt. His stepson, Jeremy Velmont, told the Tribune in 2011 that he heard Scott Bentley scream, "Where is she?" So that even brings in a little more curiosity, like to say, whoa. Because here we have a divorced or a single woman marries a new husband. And it doesn't say nothing about the ex-husband. So, I mean, this woman, I'm not trying to bash it down, but doesn't have a good track record with say so being with men. Whatever the case may be, and as this guy says himself, she was having bad times. Whatever them bad times were, them should be explained. That will really give a definite definition of what was really going on in her mind at that time. So, I mean, yeah, this is one of them cases where you can point the finger at anybody. Anybody can be a suspect. And for her to take off from her husband and family, her 2 sons, because she's having difficulties. That only leads me to believe one thing, that, right, what I said in the beginning of this video. She didn't know where she wanted to be. She was in conflict with herself. And I'm sorry, man, but this only brings out, and when she's got to lie to say she's going to Wisconsin, but ends up in Mount Vernon, that right there is a whole situation of its own. To bring a bad mixture into the laboratory where you're not supposed to mix chemicals that will explode in your face. So, and then being badly burned, someone really wanted this woman dead, because if I can't have you, nobody can type situation is what I'm going with. Or she met up with someone else maybe, and that person got jealous, or she got jealous. One of the two. Either she wanted someone badly, or that person wanted her badly. And either one of them didn't want to go out with a bang on a bad divorce, a bad settlement, I believe. Thoughts, theories, ideas, that's it. But I am going to do a mapping of this. And who knows, the friend she was with, I mean, maybe she could have been a lesbian lover, and she fell for this. What the hell is it? I'm sorry, I can't remember her damn name. And say so that woman fell in love with, Beth. She's got another name, and it's, don't want to use it, but Beth. I mean, that could be a thought, theory, idea. Because, like I said, there's no other witnesses that were supposed to be out at this party, so say, gathering at a lake, that would resemble anything towards that story. Oh, I'm going out, with my friend here and her boyfriend and their friends. But anything is possible in this case. But I definitely think whoever wanted who wouldn't go all the way and led to their demise. That's what I think this case is all about. Beth was in a predicament where she was at a stage in her life where she don't know if she made the right decision on some things. Was trying to get out of it. But didn't want to blow the whistle. Didn't want to take the lid off the cover and screw everything up in her life. Because you know damn well if you do that and you got a husband that could potentially take your whole life away from you, and hell, I'm guaranteeing to this day that there's still a word that we use, or used to be used, but should still be used, and should be still used in the book of law of adultery. Get someone in big trouble for that. And I live by them rules because I'm old-fashioned. But I'm not slamming on nobody. But for a woman to be badly burned, For a woman to lie about going on a little trip to Wisconsin, ended up in another whole different area. There's something more fishy there going on in that person's life right there that tells you a whole nother story than what's written in this article. Them are my thoughts, theories, ideas until the next video, which I'm going to look on the rest of the Bentley women that I got into the dream with. I don't know why this name came up, but everybody needs a look at. Everybody needs a story behind something or fresh, new thoughts, theories, ideas. And that's all that's here. Nothing is the facts. Remember that. But until that next video, folks, be safe, take care, always beware, and always make sure you think very long and hard before you make decisions of lying and saying you're going on a vacation. Because that's not good, folks. Because if you end up like this and you said you were supposed to be there and you end up over here, that don't make yourself look good. I'm sorry. That doesn't... All right, folks. Until that next video.